Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Don't leave. No. It's me. It is me. I have makeup on today. You're at the right channel. Yes. Today, I have a baking video for you. If you love blueberries, then you are in the right place. Today, we are making a blueberry crumble cake. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. Now, this recipe is courtesy of the Barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten. I have made this several times, and I get rave reviews on this cake. It is really, really delicious. So you're in for a treat. I had this big pack of blueberries in my fridge. They were going to go bad. I said, let me do something with at least some of these blueberries. So this is what we're doing. Let me tell you the ingredients that you are going to need for this recipe. And I will also list them in the description box as well. So it's a two-part recipe. First, we are going to make the crumble. So the crumble consists of, and I'm reading it off my recipe, 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup of light brown sugar, lightly packed, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 pound or 1 stick of unsalted butter melted. I always buy salted butter and I use that and it's just fine. I'm not buying unsalted butter just for one recipe. You know what I'm saying? And 1 1/3 cups of flour. So that is going to be your crumble mixture. Now, for the cake, you're going to need 3/4 of a stick of butter at room temperature, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 2 extra large eggs at room temp. You want to have your baking ingredients at room temperature. It just makes for a better cake all the way around. A teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now, the only thing I do not have for this recipe is lemon zests. Unfortunately, I don't always carry lemons on hand, so I do not have the 1/2 teaspoon of lemon zest. 2/3 cup of room temperature sour cream. Then for your dry ingredients, you're going to need 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 cup of fresh blueberries, and some confectioner's sugar for sprinkling on top after the cake is done. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to want to butter and flour a 9-inch round cake pan. All right, so now that we have all of that out of the way, let's start baking this cake. All right, guys, so in this bowl are all of my ingredients for the crumble mixture. Okay, so it's the 1/4 cup of sugar, the 1/3 cup of brown sugar, the cinnamon, nutmeg. This is my 1 stick of butter melted, and 1 1/3 cups of flour. So I am going to pour the butter in here. And you know me, I don't like to waste nothing. I'm going to get all of that delicious sweet butter out of that bowl. And I'll put that in my sink. Okay, so now we are going to mix this carefully. You know me, I make a mess when I bake, trying not to get flour all over the place. I love to bake, guys, but I love to eat what I bake, which is why I don't bake often, because I would be 500 pounds. So that is why I did not start a cooking and baking channel, for that reason alone. I just have no willpower. I will probably end up taking this cake to my mom. Maybe bring half to Jessica and Chris and the rest to my mom. Because I know I might have one piece. I might have one piece. Because, you know, I got to make sure it tastes good, right? I don't want to bring anything to anyone that's not going to taste fantastic. Heck no, we wouldn't want to do that. All right, so you just want to make sure that all the flour and everything is mixed in here. You could mix it up with your hands, but I'll probably break all of this up anyways with my hands when I go to sprinkle it on top. But for now, that's good. All right. So now, let me just grab a paper towel so I can wipe my hands. Okay, so I have a bowl here. And in this bowl, we are going to cream the butter, which is 6 tablespoons of room temperature butter. And we are going to put in our sugar, which is 3/4 of a cup. Okay. Oh, wrong one. These beaters or mixers are so stupid. You have to put it in a certain one or else they don't go in. I don't know. All right. So we're going to start this on low till we get this somewhat combined. Because I really don't want to have to clean butter off my ceiling. I should have just brought down my KitchenAid mixer, but it's awful heavy. And if I'm not doing a lot of baking, then I just use my regular hand mixer. But I do prefer my KitchenAid better, because this would have been creamed. Come on. All right, I'm going to get this creamed, and then I will come back. All right, everybody, so I've been beating this for about 4 minutes. You want it to be light, nice and light and fluffy, okay? So next, I am going to I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, and I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. And I always crack my eggs in a separate bowl, because if you should get a bad egg and you crack it right in your batter, there goes your batter. So we're going to mix this one egg in pretty well. Okay, and now we're going to add the second egg. Okay. Now we got to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I have to buy some vanilla because I am almost out. Now I just eyeball it because I like vanilla, so it doesn't really matter to me. So that's about a teaspoon. Looks good to me. All right, let's beat that. Now, if you were adding lemon zest, you would have added it in with your vanilla. And I just did that, and now I'm going to put in my sour cream. So this is a 2/3 cup of sour cream. So basically, you would add your vanilla, your lemon zest, and your sour cream at this time. Oh, come on now. Don't give me a hard time. Come out of there. All right. There we go. Let me set that over there and put that in the sink. All right. I'm just going to mix this in until it's incorporated. All right, that's good for now. Okay. So now, in this bowl here, I have my dry ingredients. This is my 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, my teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And what I am going to do is I am just going to whisk these ingredients together, and it also helps to take the lumps out of the flour. You could also sift it. You know, it's up to you. If you feel like dirtying a sifter, you know, go for it. But I don't, so I'm just going to whisk it. Usually I would have this in a different type of a bowl so I could really whisk it well. But I broke my bowl that's the perfect size, and my other one is in the fridge with leftovers in it. So there we go. So now we are going to add this with the mixer on low speed. We are going to add this a little bit at a time. And mix it really well in between. I just do it in two batches, the flour. And you just want to mix it until the flour is well incorporated. You never want to over mix because then it makes your cake like dense, tough. So just until you don't see any, flour in your batter. Gonna turn it up just a little bit. All right, that looks good to me. Get all that batter off of my mixed beaters. Okay. All right, get all of this off of here. All right. There we are. Let me pop these beaters off and get rid of those. Okay. So, here we are with our beautiful batter. Look at that. Looks yummy. Okay, so now I'm just going to scrape the sides of the bowl, the bottom of the bowl. Make sure everything is well combined. And now we are going to fold in our cup of blueberries. These are some huge blueberries, guys. Look at these. They're blueberries on steroids. So we're just going to gently fold them into our batter. Okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our prepared pan that we buttered and floured, and we are going to, this bowl is heavier than all get out. We are going to put our batter into the pan. Get every little bit of that deliciousness. All right, now, let me clean off my spatula. Then I can scrape the rest of the bowl. All right. Okay, so now we are going to just evenly spread this in our pan. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. My mother loves this cake. All right, it looks good, I guess. Just want to make sure it's even. All right, let me get the rest of this batter off. Okay, so now we are going to take our crumble topping and crumble it over the top. I'm just going to give it a quick mix with my hands. This makes a lot of crumble, but of course that's the best part. All right, so now we are just going to crumble this all over the top of this amazing batter. I'm trying to break it up into small pieces, but it doesn't always work that way.
And I want to make sure I get all around the edges. Yeah, this is a lot of crumble. Sometimes I cut it in half. It's up to you. You could cut the crumble recipe in half if you don't like this much, you know, because it is a lot of sugar. But, you know, that's why we bake, so we can indulge, right? Well, that's why I bake. Plus, I'm a sweetaholic. Once you get it all crumbled on top, look at all that crumble. Holy shizzle. Okay.
Get it all out. Okay, and then you can just kind of spread it all over the top. Just make sure that it's even, right? You want it all even on there. Oh my goodness. It looks amazing. All right. Oh boy. Yummy yum. I'm getting every little bit that fell out of the pan. Okay, look at that. All right. Now, this is going to go in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes. You're going to, at 40 minutes, you're going to poke it with a toothpick. And if your toothpick comes out clean, then you take it out. You know the drill. So at 40 minutes, just check it, 40 to 45 minutes, because you don't want to over bake it, okay? So this is going to go in the oven. When we come back, it will be all done. Yes. Oh boy, look at that. Oh boy, doesn't that look fabulous? Now I gotta wait for it to cool off so I can taste it. All right, guys, it has cooled off. I sprinkled the top with confectioner's sugar, and now what? Excuse you. We are going to try a small slice. Well, that's small for me. Yes. All right. Now, let me get my I'm ready. I am ready. If I don't choke first. Oh my gosh, I can't pick it up. Look at this, guys. Wow. It is so moist. And I know it's from the sour cream. And the sweetness from the crumb topping. And then you hit the blueberry, which is a little bit tart. Oh my God, it's like a flavor explosion in your mouth. You guys got to try this recipe. If you try it, let me know what you think. All right, I'm going in for more. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.